What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be sorting our data by shoes and time on left and time on right and creating an average. The reason I'm doing that is for our group project that we're doing, and I'm trying to get a cleaned and easy to use set of data. So what you can see here is that this says no shoes and this says no shoes, but you can see that they are a little bit different. So you see that this one has a capital S here and this one has a lowercase s here. Now, that's not going to be usable in StatKey. What's going to happen is you're going to put that in StatKey and it's going to see these as two different things. So what I'm going to be doing here is I want to create it so they're all consistent in the same exact type of wording. So what I need to do first is I need to highlight our data. So you highlight the data and you hit sort, and you can sort by shoes or no shoes, and you can see here 3.1 and, well, let's use this one. So it says 4.4 and 3.4, and it says no shoes. Now that's going to show up as our very first one, and that's the one that we want to use. Well, it's the one that we want to make sure that it's all consistent. So you can see the entire line, and we want to make sure that stays as the entire line. And 4.4, 3.4, F, A, 8.5, no. So it all stayed consistent, and that's exactly what we were looking for. You can see if I hit back, 52, 52, no, or no, and no. So it's all the same. And now you can see we have an entire line of no shoes, an entire line of shoes. And that's what we want, so we can change it a lot easier. We want to make sure it's all consistent. So what we're going to do here is we're going to change this one to no shoes, just like that. And then you can just click right here and drag it down, making sure that there's no like hidden one that actually says yes shoes or something like that. And you want to move it all the way down to the very last no shoes. When you do that, it's going to change all the wording to be consistent, and it's not going to change any of these actual rows here. And we want to do the same thing here. So I like how this one already says shoes and it's capitalized, so I want to keep that. So I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to drag it down. And it's going to change all these. So like, look at the one that is all caps and look at the ones that are lower caps, and it changes it so it's consistent. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be finding the average of time on toes on left foot and time on toes on right foot. So what I need to do for that is I need to insert a column here. We can type in time on, let's just say time on average. Even these need to be changed a little bit just so match up. Oh, they don't actually need to be, but I like them when they are. So we type in seconds. It's going to be pretty long. Make it slightly bigger. And then what we can do, we can go to formulas. So this is kind of nice because it already allows you to get the average without having to add up and divide each one. So you can see what I'm going to do here. It says average, and it says 4.4 and 3.4, A2, B2, and that's what I want to see. So I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to give me the average between the two. Now what we can do is you can just drag it all the way down, and it's not going to give you A2 and B2 for all of them. Instead, it will give you like column A and column B and whatever row it's in. And you can see that. So even like 4.21 and 3.56, here's the average for that there. And you can see we've changed nothing, but we already have now usable data where we have shoes and then time on average, and that's what we want. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create another sheet just to make it a little easier for my life, and I'm going to, we can call this average and shoe status. I'm going to save it, and then what I want to do is I actually want all of these, and I'm sure there might be another way to do this, that if someone has a suggestion for that, then please put that in the comments. So we're going to change that there. Let's space it out just so it looks nice and we can easily read it. And there's no reason not to space it out either. It just makes it so like you don't have those overlapping words and it's not just obnoxious. And then we want shoes or no shoes, and it's going to just line it up exactly how it is in the other doc. Um, if you're worried that these might be different than these when you actually change them, just kind of do a little bit of a double check so you can like look at the first one and maybe like look at the last one here. So this last one here is 16 and it's no shoes, and that's what we kind of want to look at. So let's see. 16 no shoes. It seems to all match up, so it seems to be usable and good, and that's it for my investigation A.